What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Straight Facts. Now, you understand that I always bring you stats. I'm gonna call this here straight stats because without stats, it's not really a fact. You really gotta bring your receipts. And MAGA minions don't believe in bringing receipts. They just tell you their feelings, and in here, their feelings don't matter. I don't care about your opinions on things unless they're rooted in fact. Now here, what we're gonna do is show you some actual stats you can't refute. These right here are coming from the FBI. I don't think you can beat the FBI. Who else is gonna give you information that's inside the government if it's not the government, right? Okay then, let's get to the point. Now, this is what Donald Trump has been saying over and over again at his rallies that they just soak in as if it's real information. And all he's really telling them is that you're too stupid to look it up. You're just trusting what I say. Let's listen.
Our crime rate is going up while crime statistics all over the world are plunging. We have become a dumping ground for the world, which is laughing at us. They can't believe how stupid we are, how stupid we are.
Okay, I got a challenge for these MAGA minions. Donald Trump just said, and have been going around saying for the longest time, that crime is up. So you guys should be afraid, be very afraid, and that immigrants are coming to get you because we got so many here, even though stats does not prove any of them are committing crimes at any rate worse than white men in this country, worse than black men in this country, worse than Latin men in this country who were born and raised here. Doesn't show anything worse than them. It's actually better than the people who live here. Their gripe is they shouldn't have been in the country to begin with. Well, a lot of us shouldn't have been in the country to begin with. This is the native land, the indigenous land. White people came here and created the most crime ever. I don't care if a culture came here and killed people every day for the next 30 years. They can't match 400 years of it, right? Exactly. So you got to miss me with the bullshit. Now, let's get to actual stats, which are facts, not feelings. This one's gonna come from CNN, but I know you MAGA people, oh, he took it from CNN. They can't report on this data because they don't have it. It has to come from the FBI, the only source that has this data that is correct. Police forces throughout the United States, over 19,000 of them, send their information to the FBI, not Donald Trump, not to QAnon.org or whatever the hell. They send it to the FBI. Nobody has this data but the FBI. So if you have different data than CNN, than me, then you have to understand Trump's lying to you, correct? Now let's get straight to the facts here. It says violent crime dropped by more than 15% in the United States during the first 3 months of 2024. It'd be January, February, and March, correct? Exactly. According to what? The statistics. Stats. Actual facts, not feelings, released by the FBI on that Monday. Now, let's look at the actual numbers of crimes that are happening. The new numbers show violent crime from January to March, first 3 months, dropped 15.2% compared to 2023. Murders dropped 26.4%. Really? And reported rapes decreased by 25.7%. Now, let's understand, when you're talking about the rapes, it's a high percentage of people who do not come out and report those. So we don't know the actual numbers, but this is what we always go by, period. No other way to go by. Can't go by things that people do not report. So it's down 25.7%, people. Aggravated assaults decreased during that period as well from last year, 12.5%, according to the data. And robberies fell 17.8%. Now, I'm confused. Donald Trump said crime was going up. You would have to be a dipshit or sheep to believe what Donald Trump says, seeing as how he doesn't have any stats or facts to back his shit up. It just comes out of his mouth. While on the stump, this man talks about everything under the sun but you guys. What can I do for you? Let me get that out the way. I'm gonna do this, we get tax breaks, I'm gonna do this. Now, sharks and batteries and electrocutions. We're gonna talk about the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Even though the dude is a character in a movie that never died, in any movie that he was in, and the actual actor is still the fuck alive. What's the late great about? It's like you guys thrive on stupidity. It's like it is your engine. It gives you energy. You guys have, your stuff is not Red Bull. You guys get high off of red bullshit. That's what your thing is. You get energy from bullshit. Facts deflate you. Donald Trump does not have anything to say on his stump if it's not a lie. All I ask you, MAGA minions, go listen to his 3-hour fucking rallies. Mark down the points that get you all excited and giddy. Then take your ass to DuckDuckGo, which you guys love to look at, even though it's just a search engine. It's a source that you need to worry about. This whole like Google thing is like, it's just remedial. Look it up if you don't know what it is. But still, go to DuckDuckGo. I'll go to Google. We should arrive at the FBI, just like everybody else, correct? Look up the stats in which this man is speaking and try and find them. Quick hint for you. They're not there. And if they're not there, then you're being suckered. And I understand you don't like to be suckered. Nobody does. But your come to Jesus moment is to realize you're believing in a false prophet. The only thing that this man has to do with prophet is Profit. You guys think he's the one that's prophetic. No, he's not prophetic. He's pathetic is what he is. And you are even more pathetic to look up to an idiot. But let's move on. And the other thing that he does is that he tries to tell you that crime was better under him. Well, let's look at the stats. Now, this right here is from the New York Times. Murder rose by almost 30% in 2020 when Donald Trump was president. The entire year, murder rose. So how is it that you guys believe in making America great again when America's greater now when it comes to crime? You want to go back to worse crime? You see how none of the shit you guys speak about makes any sense, and how easy it is to debunk anything that Donald Trump says. It's simple. You guys choose not to because guess what? We understand. If you've been suckered, it's hard to believe that you fell for it. You believe you're smarter than that. And I want to tell you something. You're not. Everybody can get suckered, but it takes a special kind of fool to go to Suckerville to live, not to visit. You guys packed up, got a double wide trailer, and you're staying in Suckerville for the rest of your life. You were supposed to be a visit. It turned out into a lifestyle for you. And to get out of it, you got to pack the fuck up and move away to Logic World. I know it's going to be hard letting go of your delusions, but take that little pill called facts, let it sink in, let it take over your spirit, and get your ass out of Suckerville. We're more than happy to welcome you back to the sane part of the country. Just my understanding of facts. You know, those stats, I love to go off of those instead of somebody's feelings. I speak facts. Straight facts, no chaser. Fuck your feelings.